Kool TV proudly presents East Carter Raiders basketball live on the Kool Hit Sports Network. Now let's head courtside for countdown to tip-off for exciting East Carter Raiders basketball live on Kool TV.
Welcome to the campus of East Carter High School, a.k.a. home away from home for, well, at least me and Jeff this week, especially me. This is the third time I'll be here in the last 5 days, and going to go to KCU tomorrow. So I just need to start renting a place here in downtown Grayson, but a.k.a. God's country. We were here last night and saw a really good game in between East and West. East was the winners in that one. Tonight, the girls are back in action after they won their game over West Carter on Tuesday night. They're going to take on Fairview, a team that they met earlier this season. Fairview, Jeff, no, they were winners last night over Scioto Christian. This is not a team that's winless. Got a couple of wins on the year. Let's just call it what it is. They've got a lot of inexperience, a lot of youth. And looking down their roster, they've got a few girls that are in, a lot of key players that are freshmen and even 8th grade. So, but that's how you get better as you play good teams like East Carter. I know it looks brutal at times, but just give them a couple years, and they're playing at this top of the level. Just wait and see what they turn into.
Yeah, it's one of those things that whenever you take a look at a team, especially a real young team, you get your diehards always still there, but then you get a lot of people, it's like, well, this season ain't going great. Why don't we just pause the program for a while? But that's the worst thing that you could possibly do is pause the program. And
absolutely not. They're not going to do that, they shouldn't. So
right, yeah. This is a team that they're going to get better as time goes on, and right now they're not having the season that they want, but they have picked up 2 big games.
And I say this at every level of all sports, especially at high school. The most important key to winning any game at the high school level is experience.
Yep.
Experience. You could have. It's not like in the NBA, you can have the most talented team that wins, or everybody's experience. It's not like it is even in college. And the high school level, having experience is just night and day different, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's the big thing too. And one thing I've got to give them props for as well is they've got a full schedule.
They've got a full schedule, and if you watch a play, this is not a group of girls that ever gives up.
No.
This is a group of girls that gives you a full effort the entire time. So, and that's all you can ask for as coaches for Fairview. Now, looking on East Carter's side, Jeff, what a start they've had. Turnaround from last year. Didn't really have the season they wanted last year. Coach Matt Clark has righted the ship, and they are 10-4 right now.
Yeah, they're exactly where they want to be at. Played some out-of-state teams. Did fall to a district opponent at Elliott County earlier on, but that was right at that time period in which it was right at Christmas. Right after Christmas. You're not always playing your best basketball at that point in time, but they've had some huge games against some real quality teams. They did pretty well in the EKC tournament. They beat Fairview earlier on this season, right. 76-12. They beat Greenup County. They beat district opponent Morgan County.
That was a big win for them. That was on the road too. So
yeah, that was a real good confidence builder there. They were playing down at the Ron Keaton Experience on the Realty Ohio River Classic. And they did pretty decent there. They played a couple of tough teams, Huntington Expression Prep, McGoffin, and Elliott County during that time period. That was over at Raceland. And like I said, in a Christmas-type tournament right after, the holidays, it's tough to kind of get that focus back into it.
Well, it's tough to put the car in drive. It is, but everybody has to do it. But I'm sure the coach, Matt Clark's not happy about that game and still probably upset about that. But you know what? What's the good thing about basketball? They're going to play again. So.
Yeah, well, and unfortunately, that was not the official seeding game.
Right.
That's out there. So that gave them a view because their official seeding games is you got January 16th.
Those are the official district games.
Right, yeah, the district seeding games. And then they're going to play again on February 9th. And so that was a nice little preview to take a look at it. And it was a 4-point ball game, too. And so that's exactly where they kind of want to be at and keep on improving up as we get closer and closer into March.
As captains for the Eagles and the Raiders meet at midcourt, talk to officials, Coach Matt Clark. We'll take a break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the campus of East Carter High School on this Friday night. Jeff, it just seems like the years go by faster when you get to be my age.
Well, I try my age.
Yeah. So when you get in your 30s, it just seemed like I'm still stuck in 2016. So it's just one of those things.
When you hit that 40s, the check engine soon light hits on.
Everybody told me I was going to have a midlife crisis when I hit 30, but you know what? I haven't had it yet. Maybe I'll have it at the wrong time.
Yeah, there you go.
So looking at some of the keys for tonight's game. First, for the Lady Raiders, just capitalize on, this team is not going to have elite ball handlers, so I think Matt Clark's going to come out and they'll probably press them early, kind of similar to what we saw Tuesday night when they played the Comets.
Right.
They're going to press them early, test that ball handling skills for the Lady Eagles, capitalize on their turnovers, and I think that I keep saying this, and it sounds like I'm a record on repeat, but free throw shooting, one of the most simple aspects of the game. It seems like a game that's always comes down to free throw shooting. But
yeah, and if you take a look at the stats that's out there, of course, East Carter's, controlling on all aspects on the statistics side. But coming down to the free throw shooting, East Carter could be a little bit better on there. They're 56.5%. They definitely got the edge on that. But yet it's going to, especially once you hit into late February, early March, that's where it's going to make the big difference.
And the keys for the Lady Eagles, well, it's simple. I think for the Lady Eagles to win tonight, they got to have less than 10 turnovers.
Right.
Even if you go down the floor and you shoot and you miss, that's better than giving East Carter a breakaway layup here in backcourt because of maybe a bad pass or a steal or something. I think 10 turnovers or less, that is your, you kind of look at that number in the post-game stats. If it's over 10, that's a huge contributor to that. So,
and it's one of those things that, they got to keep on shooting.
You know what? You can't, you're going to miss every time when you don't shoot. I guess that's the best advice. You can't make any shots that you don't shoot.
Yeah, that's what Wayne Gretzky said and what Michael Scott said right after that. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky right. By Michael Scott and now by Jeff Irwin.
Michael Scott. That's a good reference. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get ready to play some basketball here on the campus of East Carter High School.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV-compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
When
you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net. State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb. We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Back out here on Kool TV as the Lady Eagles have made their way back onto the floor. Spencer Hutchison and Jeff Irwin, and of course Ian on the camera right here. The Three Stooges right up here in a row.
Yeah, the Three Amigos.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we have the Three Stooges. I don't know who would be who. I might have to be Curly.
Well, Curly's everybody's favorite. That's true. So...
yeah, it was sad when Curly got replaced, or when Shemp,
what was that?
Shemp
I didn't never liked the show when they had Shemp. It just seemed I liked it when Larry and Mo were on there. When they replaced Larry with Shemp, it just was never the same.
Yeah, it was just a different time period.
Yeah,
and it's like
actually it was ahead of its time.
It was.
The Three Stooges is such an underrated show, and they tried to make a movie on it. It was terrible, but the old black and whites will forever always be my favorite.
Yeah, the movie based off of the Three Stooges, which there was almost like a parody of it. This guy was thinking that he was one of the Three Stooges and ended up going to like a mental institution for that. Everybody thought they were the Three Stooges.
Now, there is a connection with Curly and Ashland. I'm not sure if he has an ex-wife or maybe a sister that lives in Ashland. We're going to sing the national anthem. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Bright Beginnings Preschool, located in Raceland Christian Church at 210 Caroline Road, provides quality childcare with Christian values to more than 30 students currently enrolled in the school. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Bright Beginnings Preschool is available for nearly every schedule while offering a peace of mind while your little one is away. For more information, contact Heather Scarberry at brightbeginningsat-racelandchristian.com or call 606-834-9241. That's Bright Beginnings Preschool, 210 Caroline Road, Raceland.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back out here on Kool TV as the starters for the Lady Eagles are being announced right now. And they go as Crum, McGlone, Moore, Tackett, and Caskey. And now the starting lineups for the Lady Raiders. Looks like it'll be Adams, Rutledge, Bishop, McGuire, and Hall.
Of course, our starting lineups this evening brought to you by Tri-State Ophthalmology.
Yeah, we do apologize. We have a new officiating crew tonight. Couldn't get the names on them. Of course, Tri-State Ophthalmology is one of our many great sponsors. As I tell you, I've filled out a lot of rosters. These were the two biggest rosters I filled out this season. Of course, Tri-State Ophthalmology. They provide the Tri-State with expert surgical and medical management of eye disease, including LASIK surgery. That's Tri-State Ophthalmology. Officials take their places. 8 minutes go up on each scoreboard to our left and right. And it looks like at midcourt that Rutledge and Crum will jump it. And tap controlled by Bishop. Bishop all the way in, up off the glass, no good. Hall with the rebound and puts it in.
Ace Carter, looks like they're going to be starting off, looks like a 2-3 zone right off the bat.
I think they're in man. I think they're just playing kind of a soft man.
Yep. Now that you say that.
Got to have that one if you're Fairview. No good. Rebound goes to Adams. Circles off to her left. Kind of looking up court, trying to get an outlet pass. No one picks her up. She'll just fire from three. No good. Off the side of the rim. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles. Bringing it across and getting it over to number 4, McGlone. McGlone gets a pick from Caskey. Now over to Crum. And ball's going to be stolen away by Bishop. Bishop racing over on the far right side. Spins down low. Hall puts off the glass too hard. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles momentarily. And now it's going to be, let's see. Looks like maybe we got an injured Lady Eagle there. There's a little weird of a collision over on the left side, and
I think we're actually going to get a timeout here.
I'm not sure who they called the time. I think it was an official's timeout.
Well, I heard him say 30-second timeout, and there it is, 30-second timeout by Fairview.
So we'll keep it right here.
Of course, all of our timeouts brought to you by Red 8 RX Pharmacy.
Yep, and down in Greenup for all your pharmaceutical needs to the good folks at Red 8 RX Pharmacy. One of the keys to the game, though, Jeff, were limiting the turnovers to the Lady Eagles. And they're playing on tied legs. A lot of these girls that you've seen in your varsity game played the full JV game. And I think that is key as development goes down. As many minutes as you can get, it's only beneficial. At this point, you're not really looking at the scoreboard. You're just trying to make mini gains.
Right.
It's one of those things you got to be able to crawl before you can walk.
Yeah, and every game for them is going to be a war.
It will be.
And they're going to have to win those little battles throughout it. They can't take a look and, for a lot of teams, a game is a battle.
And I think it's important also to note, like when you go against teams like Easton, West Carter, Ashland, Boyd County, Russell, these girls have been playing together for years and years. So, and Adams gets the steal. No one picks her up. She'll fire for three, just short. Rebound goes to Bishop, keeps it in, gets it into Rutledge. Rutledge drives the lane, and she's going to be fouled. This one will go against number 12, Moore. That's her first, team first. First one is away, and it is good.
So that's Rutledge, I believe, at the line. Kinsley Rutledge,
yes.
A 55.1% three-throw shooter, averaging out 14 points per game so far this season.
Fairview has a possession. Rutledge drills both of them. And Hall is going to come up with a steal. She'll go coast to coast and put it off the glass and in. Hall has 4. And, leads 6-0. Fairview with the possession here. Way out front, and it is almost stolen away by Bishop. Good job there by Caskey, keeping the possession.
And Rutledge closing down the passing lane there, gets a hand on it, but Fairview was able to recover.
Hall comes down with another steal. Now Fairview has numbers. Free throw line shot. Goes in. I believe that was number 22, Tackett, for the Lady Eagles' first basket of the night. Adams down low to McGuire. McGuire works. Gets in deep, puts it off the glass and in. McGuire's first basket of the night, 8-2, Lady Raiders lead.
We'd like to thank Grayson Sporting Goods for sponsoring our instant replay here tonight.
Fairview has the possession way out top. Now over in the far corner, they get it to number 4, McGlone, and it's stolen away. Just too many bodies in a very confined space. Bishop will drive, put it off the glass, and in. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by J.D. Flooring of Greenock for all your carpet and flooring needs. See the good folks at J.D. Flooring. By Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Now you've reached the point, if you're the Lady Eagles, you need a basket. It's kind of been, and I'll be honest with you now, Hall gets another steal, and you could tell the fatigue is starting to play a role in this game already. They played that full JV game as Hall goes coast to coast off the steal and puts it off the glass and in.
Well, and then you got the mental tiredness, too, and everything.
Well, you know what?
From a long season that they've had so far. I mean, but they're coming off a high from
they won last night.
From the win last, picked up a very handily or readily won game.
Scioto Christian. Fairview with the possession. Tack at the inbound. Gets into McGlone. Corner 3, no good. Rebound. Momentarily was gained by McGlone. Bishop says, I'll take that. Drive all the way down the floor, put it off the glass and in. Bishop has 4, leads 14-2. McGuire will swap this shot way out of bounds. There was a good drive there by number 11, Caskey. Just
had the mixed match come in there because you had your guard going against your center, and there's not much you can do with that.
Looks like Caskey looks to drive, and the ball loses possession to Bishop, who's going to drive all the way down the floor and put it off the glass and in.
You got to think, especially where these players, they were in the JV game too. conditioning is a huge thing in basketball.
It is.
And a lot of times, you're only conditioning for one game. Usually you got a fresh 5 to 7, on your varsity squad.
Adams has a steal down low to Rutledge. He'll put off the glass and in. Rutledge has 4. Lee sits at 18-2.
And now it looks like East Carter settled into, well, it was a 2-3, and now they're kind of moving back into a man. It's like they show it to begin with.
Yeah, and as you see a bunch of the Lady Raiders step up, and we're getting ready to check in as Adams will put that off the glass and in.
Yeah, because it looks like from what I can see from here, it's pretty much your starting 5 for the JV team.
Yeah, and I think and that's beneficial also for East Carter as far as getting your JV girls some varsity time.
I know as a former basketball player that rode the bench the majority of the time on my varsity season, I enjoyed every minute I got. And if we had a game where we were up quite a bit, that was my time to shine.
That's funny you say that because when I was at Russell, of course, my freshman year, we went and got to play at Papa John's Cardinal Stadium. That's where the state championships used to be at. And we played a team called Mercer County. So during football season, when I have these shows and I say, let's just say hypothetically, this team is not a state championship worthy team. Well, what makes you know what a state championship team looks like? Well, I ran scout team against it for a full season. Trust me, I know what a state championship team looks like. I got my brains beat in for a whole football season.
Had the Rudy experience going on
there. Yeah, exactly. No, I know. Trust me, if anybody was to know, it would be me.
Well, and I tell you, being on a scout team it's a little bit more challenging than what you think because you got to learn the complete offense and their mannerisms and everything that they go through. And
well, if you were on offense for McGlone, all you had to know was 4 plays, so that was good. Williams left wide open, top of the arc 3 is no good. Roberts gets the rebound, she's fouled. Foul will go against McGlone. That is her first, team second. Cadence Roberts will go to the line.
Roberts, 100% 3-throw shooter.
Oh, you almost jinxed there. You almost did it.
Averaging out 1.2 points per game. But she's perfect on the line so far. I probably jinxed her right on this one.
Well,
I did.
She's a player that Matt Clark has that usually comes off the bench that just puts in quality minutes. And one of those younger girls that, is part of the future that is, just a quality defender, and you can't leave her open.
Well, that's the thing, too. Players, they know, on really good teams, they know the roles on what they need to do at the time period.
As we get substitutions for the Lady Eagles, they're trying to get numbers.
Looks like we have 5 and 24.
Well,
let's see, because 5 looks like that is Autumn McGlone, and 24 is Sophia Wagner.
That's Wagner, yeah. I have 24. The reason why I was having trouble finding it is I've got this scorebook. I keep the score. Roberts drives, and she's fouled. And Fairview's roster was so big, I couldn't fit it on this one. So there's going to be times where I need to go check my phone and make sure that.
Go to page 2.
Right, yeah. So, hey, there's no problem with having too many girls, that's for sure.
Well, and at times that can get to your advantage, especially, just getting started out, with a young team and everything. You want to get as many players, as much as experience as what you can.
Roberts drills both free throws, 23-2. East Carter still yet to be called for a foul. We're at the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. And Williams is going to steal this one. Drive all the way down the middle of the floor, and she's fouled. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Flatwoods First Baptist Church, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church, and by Russell First Baptist Church, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church, and by James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. You'll find all the hardware supplies and more that you'll need at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. Here at Kool Hits, we strongly advise you to buy local. We have, and I know it's convenient to go to Walmart, but is Walmart going to support your Little League team?
No.
Is Walmart going to, you're going to run to Walmart when you need a a pack of screws real quick if you live in Grayson or you live in Allville. No, you're going to go to these people. So, and just like this shirt I'm wearing right now, I got this at Grayson Sporting Goods. I couldn't ask for a better shirt. I love this shirt. Truthfully, I'm sure my girlfriend is tired of me wearing this shirt because I like it so much.
Well, and they got a little bit of everything there. I remember.
And it's non-biased. If you go in there, there's just as much East as there is West, and there's schools from all across the area. They make Letterman jackets. They do it all there, and that's just and their owner, super great guy also.
That's where I got my first officiating equipment at.
Nice move by Williams. She'll put off the glass too hard. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles. And let's see if we're going to get a jump ball, and possession will go to Fairview.
I think we are under 15 or right around 15 seconds left to play here in the
opening quarter.
Pretty fast first quarter.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of stoppages. There's not been a whole lot of Red 8 RX Pharmacy timeouts. And there hasn't been any Johnson Chiropractic three-point shots. Williams comes down with this, and that'll end the first quarter. 25-2, Lady Raiders lead the Lady Eagles. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Check out Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore in Grayson for the Lane liquidation event with sofas and dinette sets starting at $299 and sectional sofas at $699. Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding from Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. They have a full selection of home appliances in stock and ready for immediate delivery while offering easy payment plans with no credit checks. Let Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore be your next stop for all your home furnishing needs. Family owned and operated for 4 generations and serving northeastern Kentucky for over 75 years. Stop by or give them a call at 606-474-5515. That's Dyer's Big Sandy Superstore, 506 Caramel Boulevard in Grayson.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Oliveville, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV, ready to start quarter number 2. As during the commercial break, we were talking about our favorite Adam Sandler movies. You had a Billy Madison moment there, and talking a little bit about that movie. It's tough for me. I like Happy Gilmore's probably my favorite.
Yep.
But second favorite, probably The Waterboy.
That is another good one there.
That's a tough one. And a very underrated movie that I like, and a lot of people say, oh, that was one of his worst ones. I like Big Daddy.
Yep. Click.
Click. Click sent me in depression.
It
sent me in depression for like an hour and a half after I got done watching it.
But 50 First Dates, good date night movie.
It was all right, yeah. It was all right.
Of course, that's when
kind of a chick flick.
That's when your girl nudges you or something like that. It's like, why can't you fall in love with me every day?
Yeah, not my girl. As soon as we start watching it, she goes to sleep. So, just kidding. I'll probably get in trouble for saying that.
Me too.
Fairview has the possession. Good pick. 3-point shot in the air is no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Raiders momentarily. Still fighting for it underneath. Finally, they cleared out. I believe that was number 30, Mullins, with the rebound. Gets it down low to Roberts. Roberts puts it off the glass, and it rolls out. Tapped out.
That was some good pressure a second ago there by Fairview on the off the rebound.
Yeah. Goebel has it way out front. Gives over to Williams. Williams looks to drive. Teardrop runner in the lane too hard. Tries to get her own rebound and does. Still fighting underneath. Feeds it down low to Mullins, who puts it off the glass and in. Mullins with her first basket here in the first half. 27-2. Bringing it across is Moore. And pass is going to be intercepted. Goebel has it. She'll go coast to coast. Tough shot. Good defense there by the Lady Eagles. And ball trickles all the way out front to Roberts, who runs it down. Now Goebel has it. Down low to Mullins. Back-to-back baskets for Mullins. No. Just a little too much on that one. And good steal there by the Lady Eagles.
Just a good job by keeping her hands up there.
Right. And so they need to set up a good offensive set here. And I know they're tired. Long three is good by McGlone.
It's one of those that left her wide open, and she took advantage of it.
Hey, I about said it again. If Williams will put it off the glass again, I about said you're going to miss every shot you don't take.
Exactly. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott,
I
Jeff
like
Irwin,
that.
and now Spencer Hutchison.
I like that you throw in Michael Scott in that. McGlone for back-to-back threes. No, not this time. Rebound goes off to Roberts.
I think that's the only three that we've had of the game so far.
Yeah, the Johnson Chiropractic three-point shot by McGlone. Good block. This one will go way out of bounds. And I believe that was Caskey, and I'm friends with her dad. Rob Caskey, of course, a lot of people don't know this about me. I'm originally from Westwood. Grew up down in Kendall Acres, so Roberts has it way out top, now gives it off to Williams. So a lot of people there in Westwood know are friends of mine and been friends for my whole life. Is foul underneath. See if they get the foul. And it looks like it's going to go against number 11, Caskey. That's her first. Team first.
And you got the red platoon coming in. If you go back to like the UK days of how they had the blue platoon, white platoon, well, now you got the, I guess, the Raider red platoon.
It just looks like all the starters are coming back in here, except for Roberts. Roberts misses them both, or excuse me, goes 1 of 2, gets her own rebound, shot at the goal, no good. And good fight for Fairview. Racing down the far left side is number 12, Moore. Over in the corner, trying to get it to attack it, but it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles.
I remember that was a big thing for Calipari there, having the multiple squads that he just like rotate, almost treated like a hockey game.
Yeah, and we still didn't win the national championship that year.
No. I remember they made T-shirts and everything else about that.
Hall jumps in the passing lane, steals this one, goes coast to coast, puts it up, and it's foul. Foul will go against Moore. That is her second. Yeah, and I was one of the idiots that wore the shirt. Oh, you couldn't that year for Kentucky basketball as Hall hits free throw number 1. You couldn't tell me anything negative about Kentucky. I wore the blue sunglasses no matter where I was at. All I saw was blue. So, and I was one of those obnoxious Kentucky fans at the time. So, as Hall hits both of them.
Actually, I went to my first Kentucky football game this. Well, it was last season, not this season. Saw Will Levis.
Those are fun to go to, aren't they? What game did you go to?
Unfortunately, the Vanderbilt one.
Yeah, that was not a good game to go to. East Carter with another steal. Bishop will drive, put off the glass and in.
Not only did UK not play well, it was
the weather wasn't good.
Yeah, the weather was horrible.
About every 10 years, Vanderbilt sneaks up and gets us. I don't know what it is. It has to be the right circumstances. The wind's blowing a certain way, and they just get us.
Well, that day the wind was blowing in every direction.
And you know, Vanderbilt does that to everybody. A couple of years ago, they beat Florida. They've beaten teams like Georgia in the last 20 years. You know, it's just one of those things. They just every once in a while they'll play above their head and they'll sneak up on you. As we're gonna get a foul underneath against Hall. It's her first, Jeff, and team first.
It's been a very clean game.
Team first, as in first foul for East Carter in the first half.
Well, yeah, I know. I think they had one. Did they have one in the first quarter?
No.
So this is the first one.
First foul. According to the official stat book of Spencer Hutchison, which is 98% correct.
That's one of those things with the new rules. Used to you could keep up at least until 10, and then after 10, but with the new rules that being 5, it's like, wait a minute, was there any fouls in the first quarter?
Nice inbound pass. Rutledge will put it off a glass and in. 35-5.
Yeah, he keeps on looking like they're showing that 2-3 out there, but then they rotate into a man very well right out of it.
Of course, Fairview assistant coach Billy Joe, I've known her for, Jeff, probably at least 25 years. So, and she's a Fairview alum. Of course, I'm one of those awful transfers that let Fairview went to Russell.
They thought that you were a devil more than one way on there.
Exactly, yeah. East Carter has possession. Bishop inbounds underneath their own basket. Gets into Rutledge, and good block there. I believe that was Moore who blocked the shot.
Yeah, number 12. Yeah, Bree Moore, leading scorer for Fairview.
As Tackett is tied up underneath, and the possession will go to Fairview. Tough shot. Can't get it to go. I thought for a minute Moore was going to get the rebound. Outlet pass to Hall. Hall puts off the glass and in. Pass just a little too much on that one. It'll trickle out of bounds. There was a good setup there. They had a girl wide open underneath there. Just couldn't connect.
For a second, I thought they were going for an alley-oop, and I was like, someone got some ups for Fairview that we haven't seen yet?
Adams feeds Hall down low. Good defense there underneath by Moore. Down low to McGuire. That's a mismatch. McGuire turns and puts it off the glass and in. Jeff, I might have to go look here. And I'm going to have to buy a new scoring book here really soon. I'm going to tell you how many games I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
3 just missed there.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is my 15th game this year. Hall puts it off the glass and in.
See, we're going to have to get you into the modern age, get you on Game Changer or some Daktronics or.
I don't know. I like the old-fashioned pen and paper, man.
I always put it, well, of course, and there's a shot put up and in. I think that was by Bree Moore.
Bishop has it. Left corner. 3 in the air. No good. Ran down in the corner by Rutledge. That's Moore's first basket of the night. Now Rutledge will take a left corner 3. This one's off the mark. Hall with the rebound, puts it off the glass and in.
Yeah, in all my years of officiating, there was only one place that actually had an electronic scorebook.
Well, we've got the next best thing here to East Carter. We got Chad Goodman.
There you
go. Which is better than any electronics. Good job there by Bishop, stepping in the passing lane. 3-on-1 opportunity to Adams and off the glass and in. Adams has 4. Fairview has the possession.
It looks like 20 seconds left to play.
It looks like now East Carter has moved into that 2-3 zone that you thought they were in earlier in the game.
It's like, I think at the very beginning they showed it, but then they went to a man-to-man.
Adams, breakaway, nice baseball pass from Rutledge. She'll put it off the glass and in.
And that's going to be the end of the first half.
End of the first half, 47-7. East Carter leads Fairview. We'll be back on Kool TV.
State Senator Robin Webb wishes the best of luck to all involved in football games this season. The players, coaches, cheerleaders, and support staff. Your State Senator Robin Webb is always proud to support our youth in all of their endeavors, both in the classroom and on and off the field, and will always strive to put our youth and adults first as she works hard to support the people in her district. Have fun, play hard, be safe in all your games this season. From your State Senator Robin Webb.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back out here on the Cool Hit Sports Network, we're at the half. East Carter leads Fairview. And Jeff, it was a game in the first half that we kind of put in our keys there. Kind of limit the turnovers for Fairview, and they just weren't able to do it. And part of that was just tired legs.
Right, because you can tell that the passes are not as
fatigue.
crisp.
It's the fatigue, and when I say fatigue, for those of you that are just joining us, Fairview's girls, majority of these girls played in the JV game too. So
Right.
I mean, could you imagine, working a double shift at work? That's kind of what they're doing right now. And by the time that 10th hour rolls around, you're ready to call her quits.
Well, I don't know. We do that about every day. Of course, you've got the work. Well, college hasn't started back up for you just yet on there.
No,
it's
actually,
Monday.
I'm supposed to start Monday. So
yeah, it's like I work a full shift at school and teaching the business.
Well, all football season, that's what we did.
Yeah.
Football season, we covered soccer, volleyball, girls and boys soccer, volleyball, and football on Friday nights, regardless where East Carter was at. I was there, and that time still managing to do a bye term with Anatomy 1 and 2 and Microbes of Society. So got through the gauntlet, but
that's the thing. That's the thing when you get into the medical field and everything else on there. You got to make it through those classes, and once you do, I'm not going to say it's cake afterwards, but it's more gravy.
I am known at ACTC. First off, I think I'm a good student. I mean, I was nominated for Honor Society, but I'm known for, especially if Alan Alley was watching, for always asking if I could use my notes before the test. It doesn't hurt to ask. No. I mean, maybe one day he's feeling generous, so it's just one of those things. Fairview, they're getting a lot of experience tonight, and I think that the game is benefiting East Carter at times also, because they're getting a lot of their girls' experience too.
And that's one thing East Carter's been doing all this season. I mean, if you take a look at, how many points I think almost everybody on the team has scored at some point in time during the season.
Right.
And, really, they do a pretty good job on the spread there as far as, distributing it out. And of course, we do have a lead scorer, in every game and everything. But if you take a look at this Raiders team and everything, I do stand corrected. There's 5 players that hasn't scored just yet.
Of course, the leading scorer for the Lady Raiders here at the half is Avery Hall with 14.
And that's a great night for her. She averages out 8.8 per on the season
so she's
so
already
far.
over that. So that'll just, I'm sure that'll be enough to put her over 9 points average.
Oh yeah, because you look right now, their leading scorer for the season is Rutledge, Kinsley Rutledge, averaging out 14 points per game. And then it gets pretty
Who
even
has 6
there.
at the half.
Yeah, so, and like I said, it's a little bit of a, different pace game for them.
Absolutely. So, of course, East Carter's boys team, on my schedule anyways, going to take a long break. Next game's not till January 12th. So, and that game will be right here they'll take on the Morgan County. Are they the Cougars?
The Cougars.
The Cougars of Morgan County. They got a good team, Jeff. They're really, really good.
I saw them on Tuesday night against West Carter, and
if they get in a row from shooting them threes, you're in trouble.
That was the problem that happened there because, we talked about it was almost day and night for West Carter, because they played East Carter very well.
Absolutely.
And they played, pretty good. Of course, good for, right after Christmas time and everything. It's not where they want to be at, but they're getting there. But it was one of those things that was much closer. But that was just because Morgan County went on a 3 shooting streak.
Of course, those teams met here last year, and you saw that game on Kool TV. East Carter was victors. But then Morgan County got on the next 2 times, first at Morgan County, and, of course, Morgan County hosted the 62nd District Tournament and put a whooping on them after that. So East Carter trying to right the ship, they looked a lot better last night. I think, and I'm talking to Cole Brammer, the head coach of the East Carter Raiders, and that's kind of the motto. We don't want to play our best basketball in November, December. We want to be at our best in the last week of February, first week of March.
Well, and this is this weird time of year, too, where, you're coming right off the Christmas break. You've got the All-A tournament, which I believe is starting tomorrow, or at least, some first-round games are being played tomorrow. Of course, Fairview is going to be in that. They're taking on, for the girls, they're taking on Menifee County tomorrow night. But also at this time period, you've got the 2A tournament going on.
Exactly. So,
and we got some teams that are in with that. I know Round County, I think, is in the 2A, or they have been in the past. I think maybe Greenup County's in on it.
A lot of basketball being played around the area. I'll tell you what, we'll take another break. When we come back, we'll play this second half here on Kool TV.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back out here on Kool TV, ready to start this second half. Of course, the clock will run the entire second half, and it ran most of the first half, not because of the score, just because nobody called any timeouts. No Red 8 RH Pharmacy timeouts.
Yeah, it's kind of an unusual time. Well, we did have that one timeout. I take it back.
Yeah, we did.
Fairview did call one 30-second timeout.
Good battle down low. Fairview comes out with a rebound after a missed Rutledge 3 and a Hall putback. Looks like Caskey will walk this one across. Working against Adams. Over in the far corner. East Carter sitting in 2-3 zone right now. This pass just a little too high. Ran down by McGlone. Fairview been really patient this possession. You know, they're determined we're not going to turn this ball over.
Well, being a young team, too, they're
Good
thinking
shot there.
They're thinking more about stuff than probably what they are just reacting to it.
Bishop will get the rebound for East Carter after a couple of missed shots and hands it off to Rutledge.
That was always my problem. Everybody said I was too smart to play basketball. I thought about everything before I did it, and it took too long.
You know, I'm kind of the opposite. Well, I guess not the opposite. I shouldn't. I guess, I don't know. Back in the day, playing two sports, you know how it was. Some coaches just didn't like that.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the case when I was at Russell. So it was just one of those things, you know, you didn't have a whole lot of football players that played basketball.
Well, like I said, a lot of places you have to specialize. Once you hit high school, you specialize in whatever sport you're going to be varsity in.
I've heard stories where schools will make you run track or you actually had to participate in two sports. I think if you played football at Russell back in the day, you had to run track or cross country, and nobody ran cross country.
Well, now the big push for football is to wrestle.
Yeah, but you know, back then that they didn't have wrestling really.
Right.
That's kind of a sport that's emerged and gaining popularity rapidly. Hall for a 3, that's no good.
Well, it's one of those sports that I think back in the 80s, you know, it was a little bit more popular around here, but then everybody dropped the program.
Right. Adams, mid-range jump shot's good.
Because I remember my brother getting extra points for attending a wrestling match.
Hey, sometimes they offered that too, yeah. Ball's batting around, and it'll go back to East Carter.
Well, that's something especially, you know, with Carter County. Of course, West Carter started their wrestling program up, I think, about a year or two before East Carter did.
Yeah, and you know, the benefits of a wrestling program at your school extend far into other sports and just different, and it teaches you discipline that you don't get in other aspects of life.
Well, and typically your best wrestling schools is also your pretty good football schools.
They are. Yeah.
And which this is actually wrestling season now.
It is.
Most of the wrestlers allowed, I think, an extra 2 pounds after the holiday. But probably here in another week or two, they're going to have to shed that holiday weight and get back to their right fighting weight, I guess you could say.
Fairview has a possession here. being very patient, taking care of the basketball here in this second half, Jeff.
Yeah, just trying to read through that defense, see where the holes are at.
Bishop's going to intercept this one and coast to coast and off the glass and in.
And if you get a chance, come out and watch a wrestling. I don't know if you've been to a wrestling match.
I haven't because usually on the days that they have their matches, we're somewhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing is during basketball season, I might get one and tops 2 days off in a week. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah. I think West Carter may have one tonight, actually, over in Olive Hill. I'm not usually anytime, West Carter has a meet, East Carter is right there with them.
Williams and it looks like Roberts will check in for the Lady Raiders. And Rutledge will get this steal. Adams for a long three. That's good. Shannon Johnson, chiropractic, 3-point shot there for Adams.
I think that's East Carter's first three-pointer here of the night.
It is. Of course, Fairview had one earlier in the first half when McGlone hit one from way outside. Corner three, looks good. That's a good looking shot there. It's no good. Rebound goes to Williams, who hands the ball off to Rutledge. Rutledge, mid-range shot, too short. Rebound goes off to the Lady Eagles. Tough shots, no good. Rebound goes to McGuire, hands it off to Rutledge. We're under 2 minutes here in this third quarter.
Yeah, the banks are closed after about 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but sometimes you can write a check.
That's true. Well, they got ATMs now.
Yeah. That offensive set there by the Lady Raiders as Rutledge puts it off the glass and in.
And we're going to get a timeout for some subs.
Substitutions here for the Lady Eagles. Clock should still run.
Yeah, because I think I heard him call as like timeout just for subs.
And loose ball is going to be picked up by McGuire and hand off to Rutledge. Roberts has over in the right corner. Now Rutledge back to Roberts. Roberts will take a right corner three. That's no good. Rebound by the Lady Raiders. Rutledge has it again over in the corner. Roberts wants another one. Three in the air. In and out. No good. Rebound goes to Rutledge, who can't get it to go. And the Lady Eagles get the rebound. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by J.D. Flooring of Greenup for all your carpet and flooring needs to the good folks at J.D. Flooring. By Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Kurt can take care of all your insurance needs, home, health, and vehicle. That's Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By the Greenup County Public Library with branches in Flatwood, South Shore, and the main branch in downtown Greenup. Books, movies, and so much more. The Greenup County Public Library. We've played 3 quarters. East Carter leads Fairview. We'll be back on Kool TV.
We all embark on times in our lives when we could use a little help. Whether you need support caring for a senior, an adult with a disability, a veteran, or a loved one recovering from surgery or other health events, First Light Home Care is here for you. When you choose First Light, you get more than a caregiver. Schedule a complimentary consultation by calling 606-393-0669 for companion care and personal care. First Light Home Care is here for you.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Back out here on Kool TV, ready to start quarter number 4.
Some Sweet Caroline going on right now.
Just an instant classic. Overplayed. Unpopular opinion.
I think it's one of those that you either got this or you got some Journey going on that
Don't Stop
everybody
Believing?
knows.
Okay,
Everybody knows it.
Well, me and you know it because we grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Well, but these kids know it. That's the funny thing. Of course, actually, I went to go watch Journey. Not Journey, but Kansas.
Kansas. Carry Onward, Wayward Son.
Yeah.
That's their best song.
Well, they were at the Paramount Art Center. And
Yeah, I got to see them live, too. That was
an awesome concert. But the one that they had, Dust in the Wind,
yeah.
they said that they went to a country, English was not one of their top languages.
Really?
But everybody knew every word to that song.
Well. Of course, tonight's game is brought to you in part by James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. You'll find all your hardware supplies and more that you need at James True Value Hardware in Olive Hill. By the Flatwoods First Baptist Church, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup Baptist Association church. By Russell First Baptist Church, who invite you to worship with them or some other Greenup County Baptist Association. What a shot there. 3-point shot by, flip my scorebook over here. That was number 4, McGlone. That's her second triple of the night, Jeff.
And she's leading in all 3-point shooters.
Yeah. Of course, 3-point shots this season are brought to you by Johnson Chiropractic, or let Dr. Shannon Johnson get you back in the game alive. Kind of a scramble there at mid-court. Goebel came up with it. Shots partially deflected, and Williams will bring this one out.
Had to toe the line there. And shot missed by East Carter, rebounded by Fairview.
Let McGlone shoot it again. She's open over here. Another 3-point shot. No good. Rebound goes off to Roberts. We're under 6 minutes left here. It looks like another group of Lady Eagles are set to check in. Long 3 off the back of the rim. No good. And ball will go back to the Lady Eagles.
That's one of those little things that, Fairview can take away from this. I mean, if that 3-point standing holds, out shooting another team, and that's the little battles that we're talking about.
Right.
That this team has to look at. And
that's exactly right. I completely agree. Lady Eagles have the possession. Trying to build some momentum as they still pretty early in the season, Jeff, so you just never know. You always try to get your second half of basketball better than your first, regardless how you played in the first. And I think thus far, Fairview's played a lot better in the second half, especially defensively. Nice putback up off the glass by number 50.
That's where if you have some of that inexperience that comes into it, I mean, they're going to get more comfortable with the game as the season progresses.
They will. Last Lady Raider basket was by Mullins. I thought it was Mullins, but I want to double check. I don't want to call anybody by the wrong last name.
That's one thing that would sure get us a comment.
It absolutely would. Mullins with another rebound, put back, and no good. Fighting underneath. And it looks like the rebound went to number 2, Rutledge. Out to Roberts for 3. It's good.
And speaking about comments and everything else, make sure to give this video a like out there and give us a subscribe and everything else because, that way so it helps us to bring more high school sports here out to our local teams that we have. Definitely like to thank East Carter, West Carter, Lewis County, and Grayson. Yeah, and Fairview as well. We do cover some of their games on air.
Dickie Tiller's kind of made a home over there in Westwood. We'll get a jump ball. This should go to East Carter. They will. Clock continues to run, about to dip under that 3-minute mark.
Of course, if anybody from AT&T or Verizon or anybody else is out there, please get some additional internet out there at Westwood.
Oh, is it bad there? It may just be the gym.
Well, I know the football. I'm thinking mostly the.
Okay, yeah.
Field.
Well, that's down that valley.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's tough right there.
Because we'd love to be able to get out and
absolutely
get some more games going on and work with them and everything. But you have to have at least some internet out there to be able to work with it.
Yep. 65-10. East Sparta leads. 2:20 left. Pressure defense there by the Lady Raiders, and it'll be a turnover.
And shift change coming up for Fairview.
Yeah, and I think that it's important to do that, especially when most of these girls played in the JV also.
Yeah, and I mean, you're not going to get experience just by sitting and watching a game.
No, you're not.
It's one of those things that they got to get out there and everybody's get playing. If you got middle schoolers on the team, we were talking about that earlier about how, in this area, middle school season's pretty much over for the girls.
It is. Ball's loose underneath. Mullins comes down with it and puts off the glass and in. Really good play there by Mullins.
A nice strong play to put that one back up and in.
Good defense there.
Good hustle to get back and challenge the shot.
It would have been the easy thing to do to not get back and challenge it.
Yep. Well, that shows that they got a lot of fight left in them.
Well, and you wouldn't expect anything different because we're under a minute here. Of course, Coach Matt Clark will join us in the conclusion of tonight's game. Trying to get it down low to Mullins. Another good defensive play there.
And we got a hurt Eagle. I think more shooken up than...
They got physical down there for a little bit. I think this might be the last possession. They may not even get a shot off here. Well, they will, and it's in the air, and it's no good. And that's going to be your final, 69-10. East Carter has defeated Fairview. We will talk to Coach Matt Clark when we come back here on Kool TV.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
Graceland Christian Church, located at 210 Caroline Road, can provide you with a path to Jesus with Sunday morning service at 10:30, evening services at 6, and Christ-centered recovery services Tuesday night at 6, where over 250 people have surrendered their lives to Christ over the last 2 years. Graceland Christian Church also offers their Feed My Sheep food pantry while serving more than 150 Greenup County families each month.
This is Jason Likens, the lead minister at Graceland Christian Church. We're a little church with a big vision of serving our community for the cause of Christ. We invite you to come live out your faith with us.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
For good home-cooked food you can't beat, Star Country Market and Pizza, 8088 US 60 in Rush, just past Star Elementary. Breakfast includes homemade biscuits and gravy with daily lunch and dinner specials, including homemade hobo salad, coleslaw, hot dog sauce, spaghetti sauce, and pizzas. Top it off with homemade fudge and candy. And Star Country Market and Pizza in Rush also has great milkshakes and ice cream. Open 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Call 606-474-4547. Limited delivery is available too. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Spring fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Daiwa, Shimano, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Borders has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders has baits in every style and size, with a wide selection of tackle from Berkeley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
River Cities Builders is a licensed general contractor specializing in commercial and industrial projects, and they have a history and reputation of providing top-notch expertise through their experienced and devoted workforce. River Cities Builders also is a gas facility maintenance company offering petroleum equipment maintenance and EMV compliant upgrades for smart payment terminals, and they offer 24 hours, 7 days a week emergency service. Call 606-473-4112 or visit rivercitiesbuildersinc.com.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Back out here at Kool TV is looks like Coach Matt Clark may make his way up here. I tell you, that was danger zone because if he hadn't reached for his headphones, Jeff, we were about ready to cut her loose. You know, that's just one of those things where we're not going to stay here all night, and I can't keep these guys here all night.
Sir.
Coach Matt Clark of the Lady Raiders, Coach, talk about how you got, talk about the experience that you got, especially down towards the end of your bench.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game where you're able to get a lot of girls a lot of minutes. Some of our girls don't get a chance to even dress all the time, so that was valuable experience they're going to get, and they took the most of it, and they went out there and they played hard.
Looking forward, I tell you, you already got a big win at Morgan County earlier this year. You did drop that game to Elliott County, but now it's almost like you press the reset button and now the real season starts. How has your team developed throughout the year as you get ready to start, in some idea, the gauntlet?
Yeah, we have a tough stretch coming up for us. On Tuesday, we go to Russell. That's going to be a game where we can really judge our growth from last year to this year against them. It's going to be a very tough contest. And then Friday, Morgan comes here, and right now we're I want to keep building and see if we can kind of stretch our lead there in the district. The first Elliott game was not a district game; that was just over an invitational.
Right.
So luckily, we had some girls out then, and that doesn't hurt us in district play. But we just gotta keep working, keep getting better, and every day we take advantage of the time we get. And try to stay healthy and try to figure out how to stay from getting all these sickness going around. And they've done a good job so far.
What's one thing the Lady Raiders need to improve on here in the second half of the season?
Well, we got to keep taking care of the basketball is one thing. You know, at times we get lazy with passes, and I think better teams that really do a good job of putting pressure on you that can really turn the tempo up. I think that's something that I'm interested in. You know, Russell is going to show us that, you know, have we gotten better at and more mature at doing that. And I think Morgan will come to town looking to do the same thing. And so if we can do a good job of handling that pressure, then that changes their game plan and allows us to do some things differently.
Coach Matt Clark of the Lady Raiders, thanks, Coach. I was giving you a hard time. I said on there, I said, if he don't reach up and grab those headphones right now, we're going to get out of here.
Well, they put me on a little bit of a pause down there. So.
I was just giving you a hard time.
But no, it was good, and I appreciate you guys covering.
Hey, we appreciate you, and as always, you can catch the Lady Raiders right here on Kool TV all season long, Coach. 11-4 now?
11-4.
11-4. Does that sound good? Are you going to sleep good tonight?
Well, it sounds good considering it took us all the way to the last game of regular season last year to get to 10. So the fact that we're at 11 in our second game of January makes me feel a little better.
And we're already a win over Morgan County.
And already a win over Morgan and already a win over West.
Yep, so 2-0 in the district, the Lady Raiders of East Carter. Coach Matt Clark, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
I want to thank Jeff Irwin and Ian on camera. And once again, the final 69-10. East Carter winners over Fairview. This has been a presentation of Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another East Carter Raiders basketball broadcast live on Kool TV. This presentation of East Carter Raiders basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Hit Sports Network and Kool TV.